I was sitting at the ballpark between softball games, my phone and project list beside me, mentally reviewing my work calendar while simultaneously checking the tournament schedule for the rest of the weekend. My mind was racing with the planning for the upcoming week. I could feel the familiar pull in every direction. Perhaps you can relate. One part of you is grateful to witness these moments with your kids. Another part is mentally running through emails, deadlines, laundry, groceries, appointments, and all the things waiting back at home. And then you look ahead and realize next weekend is another tournament, another busy stretch, another full calendar. For many professional women and working moms like me, overwhelm does not arrive all at once. It builds quietly, one commitment layered on top of another until your nervous system forgets what calm feels like. And what I have learned over the years is that overwhelm grows when our attention stays fixed on everything left undone. And that is why one of the most powerful reminders that I give myself in this busy time is simple. Focus on what you want, not what is missing, not what is behind, not what somebody else is doing, not the mental list running through your mind at midnight. Focus on what you want to feel, experience, and create. And I remember sitting there at the field, catching myself saying, I do not know how I am going to get through all of this. And the moment I heard these words come out of my mouth, I paused. Because our language matters. The words we repeat become instructions for the nervous system. They shape where our attention goes. So I shifted the conversation for myself. I can do hard things, one moment at a time. Be where you are, Amy. Be where you are. And that last one hit me deeply. Because physically, I was at the ballpark, but mentally, I was already in next week's meetings, next week's commitments, and the endless mental spreadsheet running in the background. Meanwhile, my daughter was laughing with her teammates. My other daughter was beside me. Music was playing across the diamonds, and the sun was warming the grass beneath my feet. Life was happening right in front of me. Sometimes emotional regulation begins with returning yourself to the present moment instead of mentally living in 15 places at once. And one of the simplest tools I use during busy seasons like this is grounding myself physically. I will literally place both feet firmly in the grass and take a slow breath. And then another. And I notice the breeze on my face. I notice the sounds around me. I notice my shoulders relaxing. These tiny moments matter more than people realize. Your nervous system responds to presence. Many women spend so much time taking care of everyone else that they stop noticing themselves entirely. They stop breathing deeply. They stop resting mentally. They stop allowing quiet moments into their day because there's always someone else or something else demanding attention. This is also why getting off your phone for even a few minutes can feel surprisingly healing. Not every spare moment requires scrolling. Not every pause requires productivity. Sometimes the most powerful reset is simply sitting still long enough to feel the air around you and remember that you are a human being, not a machine. Another practice that has changed my relationship with overwhelm is self-celebration. For years, I minimized how much I was carrying because I was focused on everything left unfinished on its way. I was measuring myself against perfection instead of recognizing what was already being accomplished. Then one day, I realized something important. I was witnessing my children's joy. I was building a business. I was showing up for my family. I was keeping many moving parts going simultaneously with love and care. That counts. So often, high achieving women move the finish line every single day. The moment one thing gets completed, the mind jumps immediately to the next responsibility without acknowledging the effort it took to arrive there. Celebration interrupts that pattern. It reminds your brain that progress is happening. It creates emotional momentum. It reconnects you with gratitude and appreciation instead of constant pressure. Maybe today, self-celebration looks like recognizing that you made it through a hard week. Maybe it is appreciating the smile on your child's face after a long day at the field. Maybe it is simply acknowledging that you kept going even when you felt stretched thin. Busy seasons will come and go. Life will always contain full calendars, responsibilities, and moments that feel demanding. But peace is created in the middle of those moments by how you speak to yourself, where you place your attention, your focus, and how often you return yourself to the present. One breath, one moment, one small reminder at a time. And if you are craving more support, grounding, and space to reconnect with yourself in the middle of real life, the Inner Alignment Collective was created for women, especially like you, exactly like you, a place to pause, breathe, reflect, and realign with what matters most. Join us here at the link below.